The self-reflection we do in class definitely helps a lot within our feedback because it helps you target what you really need to focus on, and what you find is an issue for yourself may not be apparent to the others. So when you're talking to like somebody else and you want them to read through your paper, they may point out a different issue that they find that way, and then at the end when you do the second self-reflection, you're a little bit more sure and you can say what you know how to do with it rather than what somebody else says, which you may think isn't the best method of fixing it.
I also think doing a self-reflection in the beginning and the end of class kind of helps you figure out where you are and then how much you actually got from the discussion. So for example, in the beginning of class, you really have no idea, which was me in the beginning of this class. But then after discussion and after reflecting, I'm like, oh, I really did learn a whole bunch of stuff. I really did get stuff from my peers, since like having those discussions really do help you understand.
On Wednesday, you looked over and created an outline for how you would answer this prompt. I'm going to ask you to take a moment, and I want you to self-assess where you're at with the understanding and execution of this prompt. So take, not in one sentence, that's not telling me enough, but in a few sentences, where are you at right now? If I was going to make you write the essay, how are you feeling with this prompt? Okay, so kind of assess your content knowledge and how you would execute that prompt.
Besides logos, what kind of strategies does she appeal to, or like what else does she appeal to?
I mean, tutorials, which appeals to mostly everything. It's just you're just looking at the devices. So like whether or not she uses illusions, or like the kind of diction she uses.
Like the devices that you're looking for.
Okay. Wait, you guys, tell me if this is good.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that the writer's message is indirect and the strategies they use are clear. The article talks about the contradiction America makes on themselves with their obsession with flamingos, yet they still have the desire to hunt and kill them.
Yeah, that's ironic.
Is it? That's what the article's saying though, because I feel like I'm still confused.
I mean, if that's what that's what it says.
Added like what devices you think you know.
Okay.
And she just makes everything seem big.
Look back on this sheet that I gave you today, the reflection one, and I want you to take a moment to answer the second question on there. So from our discussions and from now listening to how other people would answer the prompt, kind of getting feedback on questions you still have, I want you to take a couple minutes. How has your learning kind of changed? Or basically, what are you going to apply that you heard in discussion to the essay if you were going to write the whole entire essay? So what are you going to apply then? You're going to sit, not you sit right in for an essay?
No. Exactly the same as what I was going to like, it's still everybody just doing the same thing. Like, I don't know.
I realized that I didn't completely understand the prompt. Now I do. Like, now I do. But like with my outline, it didn't really work out, I guess, the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where...
Like I understand now that you're trying to find the different like strategies, I guess, that she used throughout this. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so how does the author get to her purpose? So just like when we did Chavez, like how did he get to his purpose? And this one is hard because one, you have the reaction of, it's a flamingo. Like what? But there's a lot of inference that goes along with it, which makes it challenging.
Yeah.
So what strategy are you focusing on?
I think imagery and diction, because those are pretty, they're used a lot throughout the article or the essays.
And then how would you tie that to purpose?
Like she's kind of making it with the words that she's using. She's making it seem like America has blown it out of proportion, I guess. With like especially the words she's using, it's kind of blown out of proportion.
Well, and I like what you said earlier with the almost like advertising tone, or like the cheesy, like almost those cheesy infomercials, like with the flamingos. I think that would be a good thing to incorporate there. And I think with the formative assessment and really paying attention to peer feedback and self-reflection, it puts a lot of the learning on the student to really take ownership of their own learning, and they are in charge of their writing, and whether or not I agree with their decision to answer a question a certain way, if I can, if they're including evidence and we're having that discussion, the level of critical thinking has already improved way beyond what I ever used to do as a younger teacher. In today's lesson, where they turned in, just one body paragraph after this whole process of class discussion and individual reflection and peer discussion, the quality of what they're turning in is so much more than I imagined it could be, and we're only on our second rhetorical analysis.